So this is my first time away from Amber and the kids in a month, and it's kind of part of the process, is I'm out here. They were on tour with me. Now I'm just out here on tour with my guys. We're actually in Montana, and we have done a few days out here in Idaho and Oregon. Ironically, that's just what the tour was, but I also feel like being out in this kind of country is very healing for the soul. When I lost my dad, it kind of the same thing. We ended up on tour in Montana and Wyoming, and there's something just about being in this big sky and being out here where you just feel so close to God that it's a good process for the soul. I also feel like Amber and I separating for a little bit is also, it's difficult because we've been each other's crutch, but at the same time it's good for us to stand on 2 feet for a few days. I'm going to see them in a few more days, and then they're going to go back on tour with me again. It's been a journey, so much so searching for meaning in such a terrible loss, understanding that I can't find the reason, I can't dwell on reasons, but instead I'm choosing to focus on meaning. And in a way, if anyone's watching this that is going through a loss currently, or they're, maybe it's been years, you never really get over it, but maybe it's been 25 years. I feel like if they see anything from us, from Amber and I, something to build on, or maybe something not to do at the same time, then that is meaning for me. That's meaning for River's legacy. And I've heard comments like this, and I've heard personally people say things like, it's been 10 years and I'm still searching for the meaning and I can't find anything. Well, maybe you're aiming too high. Maybe you need to aim low. Aim as low as you can so that you could start super small and find a meaning in something, and then compound that day after day, and build something. And you have to find something. You have to create it yourself. You're not just gonna have a dream and that's your new vision and your new meaning, and you're not going to replace the loss ever. You're going to find a way where it feels good again to live, and you have a purpose in that loss, something that you didn't have before with that loss. I've heard people say, hey, your number one priority is your family. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about making videos. And I've been dark on social media, but I agree with that. I think that is the right way to look at it. But at the same time, I have to also find that meaning, and I have to find that purpose. And right now, what I'm hanging on to is speaking to these videos so that anyone else, if even one person could hear something that Amber and I say, and it makes them grieve a little easier, or find a little bit of hope in a dark time that they're going through, then it's worth it. Then that's the meaning. Then that gives me strength to go back and repay my family with that new strength. So you see, it goes hand in hand. It gives me that little bit of reassurance that there is meaning, and that it's working. Another thing we've wondered, especially here being on tour, is what do we do with the Smiths? This was something that we started 4 months ago now, and it was a special thing. It was opening up our family to really try to make a difference, to be a role model that, in my opinion, you don't see too many good role models on TV. And not that we're great, but by starting a video with the mission of being great, it would help us to keep each other accountable, and to strive to be good, to strive to have a meaningful life, a meaningful relationship with our kids and each other. I got a team built that's capable of still putting something together with the Smiths, and I've filmed a lot of material that was never released because I was always filming an episode of the Smiths about 4 or 5 episodes ahead of what you guys saw, what released. And so now what do I do with this archived footage? I still feel like some of it should come out. I still feel like there's pieces that I filmed that make me smile, that make me feel good. And in particular, there was a time in Texas at the end of May, early June every year. That's when our deer drop their fawns. And to me, fawns are an absolute miracle to me. The fact that a deer could have this tiny, fragile baby that is so fragile to everything around it in the world. It can't run very fast. It has, so many vulnerabilities about it, and their biggest defense is just to lay still and not move and try to be camouflaged to the ground. And the fact that tiny animal could grow up to be some massive creature, some massive buck, is a miracle. And I've always talked to my kids about that, and I think it's so special this time of year whenever we get to find fawns. And so anyway, there's an episode I filmed where Amber was leaving the house and she saw one on the side of the road with the mother. And so she called me, and I was with London alone at the house, and so we went off on this little adventure to try to find this fawn. I think I should play it. I think it should be part of this video, and I think there should be more of these little segments that we still put out for the Smiths, because I think it's important. And so this is what you're about to see is, well, Paul, about a month ago, a little bit over a month. This is me in London searching for a miracle.
Don't you love it when the good guys win?
This is exciting. This happens once a year, and it's a little bit early because it's still today technically. I don't know when you'll watch this video, but it's May the 30th. And so we're a little bit early. Last day of school for London. We just got word from Amber. She was leaving, and she told us there was something along the side of the road right down here from our house that we look forward to every year, and we're gonna go try to find it. You ready?
Yeah.
This is awesome. I love it. Here we go. You excited?
Yeah. I can't find it. Hold on. Let's call Mama. She might be at her car.
Hello?
Okay, where?
Go out of our gate.
Uh-huh.
I think it's down a little bit past 500 on the left.
On the left. You said the right in the text.
No, I didn't. I said the left as you're leaving our house.
Left. On the left.
As you're leaving our house, I said on the left, yeah.
Okay, we're on our way.
Okay, she's like laying in the grass kind of right by the street.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
You see something?
Set.
Hang on, let me put this Ranger up. You want to walk over there? No, cottontail's not what we're looking for.
Yeah,
it's not. We're looking for something else. We could find it. Okay, so what we're looking for is a baby fawn that just dropped, literally just dropped, probably today. And we found the mama over here. We had to drive a little bit in the Ranger, but I think we should walk over there. I think we'll be able to find her, or him, on the ground. They'll usually put their fawns on the ground, and their defense mechanism is to stay very, very still and just curl up. They're tiny, and I really want to find this one because it'd be the first one of the year. But if the mama's right here, oh yeah, she's right there. She's right there. So if she's hanging out, I'm almost positive the baby is anywhere in this grass close. And it's one of the most special things in nature for me, is to find a baby white-tailed deer. They're just so freaking cute and so fragile. And I love that part of nature, how something so fragile could end up being some massive, powerful buck. What? Okay. Mama's watching us hard, which means baby's somewhere close. I know it. I know it. It's a snort. They snort. Yeah, deer. They snort, they go. Kaylani, keep your eyes out. Anywhere, anywhere, anywhere. She's still snorting at us. She's really mad. They're so small. You have to look so hard in this grass. Could be anywhere. Curled up a little bitty ball. And we're looking for two little baby ears. Baby fawn is so small, we could literally walk right over it, walk right past it. It's actually really dangerous to mow in the month of June, in Texas at least, because they stay so still that you'll mow right over them. That's their way of hiding. All this walking, the whole time, we've been walking for how long? 30 minutes? We walked right past it. We walked right past it on our way back. Walk this way and see what you see. Be very careful and do not touch. Do not touch. Promise me, London. This is one of nature's most beautiful things.
I want to touch it so bad.
Do not touch it. I found a perfect little spot there. Perfect little hiding spot.
He's breathing so hard.
Yeah, he's freaked out. Can you imagine how scared he is right now?
I can't believe we walked past it.
We walked right past it. Right past this old wood stack. Oh my gosh, I love it.
There's ants all over the thing now.
That's why the mama, when I was filming the mama, it was right here. That's why she was freaking out and snorting at us. Perfect little baby.
He's so cute.
Perfect little spots.
Aww.
Isn't that awesome?
I wish I could touch one.
I know. But you can't touch them. You love your animals.
I don't want to leave. I want to pick him up so bad.
Well, why don't you at least give them a name?
Is it a boy?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but...
If it's a boy, I'll name it Charlie. And if it's a girl, London Jr.
I like it. So, isn't it crazy that that tiny little thing, if it's a boy, grows up to be a big buck in only a couple years? Like 2 years, it'll be full grown deer. And in 3 or 4 years, it could be a big buck.
That's
That
weird.
tiny thing that's hiding behind this tree.
That boy was right. He was right. 'Cause it's a big tree. It's right there.
Isn't that cool?
He's not sleeping though.
Hey.
What?
Your hand scared me. All right, let's get out of here.
Bye.
Let's get out of
He
here.
looks so smooth.
I know.
He's shiny. Very shiny.
Oh my gosh. We did it. We did it. That was a 30-minute search, and we had just said, all right, we'll go back to the ranger and give up.
And then right when we He was right there.
We're gonna see a lot more this year.
We got so itchy.
I know.
For no reason.
I know. Both of us are wearing shorts because we didn't expect to be fawn hunting. Ah, that's awesome.
It's down there, look.
Let's go tell the brothers.
On my last day of school.
Let's go tell the brothers.